Gotta fix this. We are live. Hey. Just trying to fix. What is it on? No. It's supposed to be the webcam. Why is the webcam not in there? You know what? These webcams never work right for me. I swear they don't. I want to mute. Hey, y'all. Hey, Jared. Welcome to the party. Thank you guys for jumping on. Y'all, you know what? I had the webcam all set up and it just don't be working. Okay, Rochelle. That's right. You were going to Cincinnati, right? How do you like it? Hold on, y'all, because this be acting real crazy. Can y'all hear me okay? Tell me if y'all can hear me okay. I have a microphone in, and so I'm trying to. Okay, perfect. I be trying to upgrade for y'all, and it just be acting real funny. I swear, I had it all set up so the webcam could catch it, and it can be a clearer picture, but it's not catching it. Mommy. I think the microphone is catching it. Boy, don't nobody want to see you in your underwear. Here he comes. Oh, perfect. Thanks, Jared. Oh, you've been there since last Thursday. Yeah, I think Cincinnati is a good time. I always think Cincinnati is a good time. What? You want to say hi? Okay, you can say hi. You're not getting no juice, but you say hi. Say hello. Say hello. Say hi. You just act up. Say hi. Now you want to act shy? Get on my nerves, y'all. We have been having a time with this one. So he is 2 and almost 2 months. July 8th, he'll be 2 and 2 months. This boy, he's pretty much fully potty trained. He stays dry throughout the entire day, no accidents. But then as soon as we get home, like I pick him up from my mom's house, and he doesn't poop at her house all day. So he has this thing where I've noticed you're not getting no snacks, get out of that pantry. No, not till you poop. So every day, like after dinner, it's like between like 7:30 and 9 o'clock, he likes to poop. And I've noticed that's the time that he goes. So we put him on the toilet and he'll pee, but he won't poop. And then as soon as we get him off the toilet, he'll go somewhere. And I'll be like, okay, I'm going to watch him. And like every 10 minutes, I'm going to put him back on there because I'm going to catch him. Like yesterday, I took him off. I was like, I'm coming back to get you in 15 minutes. You better come tell me if you got to poop. And he know what he's doing too. And so not even 15 minutes passed, like 10 minutes passed. I go in there and I'm like, MJ, it's time to go back to the bathroom. And then he like, I got to poop. And he already pooped. We are having a tough time with this one. I feel like the girls were so much easier. Like, and I don't know if it's a girl boy thing, but probably just a personality thing. But Mariah was fully potty trained by the time she turned 2, including overnights. Morgan was fully potty trained. She was potty trained by the time she turned 2, but we still had her wearing pull-ups overnight until she was about 2 and 4 or 5 months, maybe. This one, I don't know what we're gonna do with this one. Get off my curtains. Go upstairs. So Mark is in the shower. He'll be out in a second. We had a late dinner, so everybody's just kind of getting settled for the night. Woo! But it's a lot going on in the world, a lot going on in life, and we definitely want to talk to y'all about it. There's just so much going on to talk. Well, my mother just texted me talking about, did he poop? No, he didn't, Mom. But yeah. What are you in? Get away from there. Go upstairs. But yeah, there's just a lot going on out here in this world that we need to talk about. Oh, I forgot y'all did drive. I'm glad y'all made it safely and safe travels back home when you do go. I was telling Mark because the Jazz Fest is I think in like 2 weeks. 2 weeks, I believe. The Jazz Fest is in like 2 weeks. Man, I've always wanted to go to the Jazz Fest. I've heard it was so much fun. It just always, this year is actually early because it always falls, the Cincinnati Jazz Fest, that's what I'm talking about. It always usually falls at the end of the month, which Mark's birthday is July 27th. So it always usually falls on that weekend, and it's usually Mark's birthday weekend. And then my parents' anniversary is also July 27th. And so, like, it's hard. We got to find a babysitter, and then Mark usually finds something to do for Mark's birthday, and you have to plan that like well in advance because all the hotels be booked up and everything. Like, it get crazy in Cincinnati, I've heard. I have a lot of people I know who live in Cincinnati though, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna go to that fest one of these years. I'm going, but this ain't that year. We're actually going to be going to Chicago in a couple of weeks, just Mark and I. I'm going for work, and he's going to tag along, and we're going to make it a little mini vacation. So that's going to be fun. Why did I not realize you lived in Cincinnati, G? Had no idea. July 27th, I found, is a popular date. Like I said, it's Mark's birthday, it's my parents' anniversary. I have another friend who got married on July 27th, so it'll be their anniversary. And I've heard several other people with like birthdays and such on July 27th. It's a pretty popular day. Starting to potty train our daughter one weekend, but after going to daycare, she got terrified. Do you know what happened to her? That's weird. I wonder what happened to her. Okay, here come the bots. Oh Lord. Let's hide the user. Thank you. Here come the bots. But yeah, that's weird. MJ just don't like to sit. That's our problem with MJ is he don't want to sit. Like, he'll pee really fast. He'll get on. He'll pee really quickly and be like, I'm done. I'm done. And he'll just keep yelling, I'm done. And now he can like hop off. Now he can hop off the toilet. So he like hops off the toilet while we're trying to make him sit. He gets off, and I'm like, oh my God, like, come on, MJ, work with us here, just a little bit, just a little bit. Work with us. Let me go get my water, y'all. Uh-oh, what did I do with my water? I had water sitting here. Must have poured my water out. Darn it. I guess I had to get started on the wine. Let me go get a wine glass. Hold on. I've been trying to keep the wine to a minimum ever since we got done with 75 hard. I've been trying to keep the wine to a minimum because I've been trying to keep it to a minimum because I'm trying to not to gain the weight back. This is our first week out of 75 hard. It went really, really, really well. We're going to sit down and film like a full video tomorrow about our experience together. I did a video talking a little bit about my experience on my channel. So if you guys want to check that out. But we are going to sit down and talk about our own experience together and just how it went. And yeah, talk about our weight loss, show pictures, all of that. So you guys will see that coming to your screens real soon. But what y'all got to drink? I didn't even ask y'all. What y'all drinking tonight? I found this at Trader Joe's. It's Secco, so it's a Prosecco. This is the cranberry Prosecco. I drank most of it already, so I'm gonna finish this bottle tonight. And then the Reggae Red. Y'all remember I used to drink this all the time. The Reggae Red. Well, they have a Reggae Black Cherry Splash Scotto. I found that at the grocery store last week, so that's what we're gonna be drinking tonight. They said she was, but she wasn't scared before to go. That's really weird. She said her daughter, they trying to. I don't know why. It was, I set it up right, and then it say it's not working.
What, Mommy? Maybe you should go lay down.
No, I was rubbing the soap on thing that you got me, like the relaxing thing for the thing, and then I rubbed it, but then I didn't get all the eye up, and then when I started blinking it hurt.
Why's your eye dark?
Because she's probably not putting that stuff on right. She's probably not old enough to be doing that stuff by herself.
She's just washing her face.
Okay.
And it stings too.
It probably got in your eye. You can't get it in your eye, sweetie.
I was trying until I was
know.
just washing my face, and I didn't realize there was another about this soap, and then when I started blinking it hurt it.
Okay, go wash your eye out with some water. Go try that.
What?
Here he go. I can't wait till school time start back. These kids going to bed at 9:00 sharp. Can't wait till school start back.
You got some chips. You're not getting no candy. You didn't go to the bathroom.
He doesn't sit for 5 minutes. Like, he literally sits down, pees, and then he's like, I'm done. And it takes all of like 90 seconds. And he like refuses to sit any longer than that when you make him try. Or he'll just keep screaming, I'm done. Did Mari pour out my water? I had water over there. Did you see it? No. I didn't know if you saw it. It was in a pink cup. It was almost full. Yeah, these bots be on one. I don't know. These bots be like on one. I don't even know how they get through. Like, how? Because we had some weird comments from a bot came through that I had to block.
What's up, everybody?
That I had to block.
Where you at?
Oh, pretty much all of them.
Oh.
Jared said, what's up? To you.
No. So what's up? I said what's up when I just came on. I said what's up when I came on. I don't have my glasses on, so.
Oh my God. I was telling him about MJ and just how he refuses to do number 2 in the toilet. It's like, he's stressing me out, y'all. MJ is stressing me out. But what you got to drink? Tell him.
Hen, per usual. It's about pretty much all I drink. If it ain't some kind of tequila, which is bad for me. Tequila is horrible. Usually wake up with headaches with tequila, which a lot of people say they don't wake up with headaches from tequila. So I don't know. Me and tequila just don't mix, and me and vodka obviously definitely don't mix.
So there's plenty to catch up on. Let's start with a little wedding update. The wedding update is that there is no update. There is no update. We were talking about it earlier today, and like tomorrow's July 1st. Like, we really got to get on it. We have all July, all of August, and then all of September to get it together. We don't have any clothes. We don't know our colors.
No colors.
There isn't any colors, but we don't know anything. We've done nothing. So we have no dress.
Okay. It's okay.
We have no.
Wash your face with a clean towel.
I have no dress. The girls have no dresses. He has no whatever you
I'm
wear.
just buying a linen short set or something to that effect. We going.
Either way, he
much.
ain't got it.
It ain't gonna be much.
Either way, you ain't got it. And the boys don't have clothes either. We've done nothing. Nothing.
To our in our defense though, it's not like the first go around. So it's not gonna be super. It's not like pins and needle. Second thing, our wedding coordinator for down there she doesn't reach out until the beginning of this month here. So technically we're still good. I had a talk with her earlier in the car. I said, all right, it's time to get serious. So it hasn't even been a conversation point really at all. So
I just want to get there. Like, I don't want to do anything.
At this month, besides we have done everything outside of the weddings, but
we've done travel plans.
We've made all the travel plans. I mean, because we've done all that. We've done the travel plans. We got the passports. We got the hotel. We got the plane paid for. We got the plane repaid for.
Yeah. We told you about that 2 weeks ago. That was a nightmare.
So we've done all that stuff. Now we just gotta actually complete our guest list, finalize that. We know exactly, we already got our number, who's coming, who's not coming. Boom. So we know what our money is. Now he's like, all right, now it's time to let's go. It's time to we know what we gotta do. So that's where we at.
We should plan a day to go dress. Mark said he'll come dress shopping with me.
I did.
You ain't say that?
I don't remember saying that. I might have. I just don't remember.
You said it more than once. Now we get on camera.
Oh, yeah, because I think I said I would record it for you. I think I do remember saying that. Yeah. I don't remember saying it. I think I do remember saying that, but
he said it more than once. So we're gonna go. We need to go dress shopping, we need to do everything, but it'll happen. It'll come. So no update on the wedding.
Nothing to do. Come on, Jay. Because I feel like I haven't seen Alive in a minute. Hope you all are well. Hey, Brianna.
We're good. Every 2 weeks, girl. We right here every 2 weeks, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every 2 weeks.
What's up, Mara?
Hey, Mara.
No collars. No collars.
Color.
Oh, I thought you said collar. See, I told you I ain't got my collars on. I can't see. No colors. It's gonna be we getting married on the beach, remarried on the beach, because she'd be talking crazy like we actually getting married. We're getting vow renewed on the beach. So it's gonna be real informal for me and the boys to an extent. It's gonna be completely beach vibes. So yeah.
Same. I mean, it's definitely the same with me. I'm still gonna have an dress, but I haven't. It's most likely gonna be long. But if I see a cute short dress, I might get that too. Like we have to. I just want to. Where are lights coming from?
What lights?
Oh, that's from the TV reflecting on the refrigerator. But yeah, if I don't mind wearing a short dress if I find one. We'll see. I've been looking at several websites, but I feel like I need to actually go in store to try on some dresses and to really see what style I would like. So I really need to go in store first, and then I'm gonna order probably a few and then send back whatever I don't decide to wear.
I'll let you read the comments.
Thanks, Jasmine. Yeah, because clearly you can't.
Right.
Clearly you can't. It better be beautiful, girl. I'm hoping it. I mean, it seems like it's going to be a great time. I feel like you always get to that day and you're nervous about all this stuff. And then
I'm not nervous at all.
And then that day, everything just pans out. You don't even remember.
I'm already married. What's it to be nervous about? I'm already married.
We're paying a lot of money, so we want it to go right.
Yeah, we do. We want to have a good time. This is really two things here, which we're going to start doing more. We need to start hanging out with Mara and Rob because they've been all around the world this year. But two things here. One, this is a literally in our limo ride. I think we told y'all the story a million times. A limo ride to after we got married, and the next day we talked about getting remarried in 10 years in Cancun. So to actually be it here and to be able to live it out, that's one thing. And the second thing is actually get all of our family and some of our friends into one location, and we can all get drunk and hang out and kick it for 3, 4, or 5 days, like carefree. That's the other half of this.
There is something so relaxing about being on a resort where you don't have to worry about like driving. You don't have to worry about what you got to do. Like every time, every time we go and we on the resort, it's just like relaxed vibes. It's literally like once you step on that resort, they're there to really help you with anything you need, and you can just lay out. And if you don't want to do nothing for the whole time you're there, you do nothing for the whole time you're there. Like we have those days. It's always at least one day where we just lay out by the pool, literally the entire day. And
won't be this time, but
probably not because they're the kids. But there's always like that.
I don't burn. My melatonin be soaking that sun in.
Whatever.
So.
There's always at least one day where you just lay out and you just like by the pool. We take a nap. Just lay out by the pool.
You take a nap. That's why you burn. I don't take naps. she be like, I'll be like,
I like right out there and take a nap.
After like sitting there for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I gotta get up. I gotta move. I feel like I'm getting too hot. Like my skin,
especially when them drinks hit you.
Yeah, my skin.
I'm out.
My skin start like all right, dog. We gotta move. We gotta get in the water. Something.
I go to sleep for an hour out there.
But yeah, I mean, that couple is that, and then coupled with the fact like. It's been a long time since it's been a while, even since when's the last time? I think it's been a long time even since we traveled with your mother and father, or your mother and father. We travel with mom all the time. But cousins, friends, like it's just gonna be dope to like have all your loved ones in one venue, and they made that, even though it's gonna be great vibes, but they making that trip to come down and celebrate with you. That's a whole other aspect of this. That's so dope. And that we're looking forward to.
Yeah.
So
we're excited.
All right. Enough with all this lovey-dovey. Let's talk about the foolishness that was versus last week. Did y'all see the foolishness that was versus last week?
Oh my God. So like the memes that came out after that, it was like a couple memes, and it was like there wasn't no verses. I know drunk karaoke when I see it. Ray J was on. Ray J was on like 12.
He's still been going. I don't know if he's been drunk every day since verses. He like taking singing lessons and like
he embarrassed, which he should be.
What are you doing, dog? He got his money. We don't care if Ray J can sing. I don't care. One wish. If that's Ray J's highlight, that's not even great vocals. He's screaming all over the song, and it sounds nice.
That is gonna be his highlight.
So
Ray J's space, that reality TV space, was created for Ray J. Like that is his lane. That reality TV space.
Like he is not.
So that is his musical. One Wish is his musical highlight. Yeah, that's like. And I mean, I love me some Wait a Minute with Lil' Kim. That's my jam.
But that's what I'm saying. Like even the vocals on One Wish are not like. It's not even Brandy's low point. Like you're not your sister, dog.
Well, it was better than what he sounded like on Versus.
Obviously, but that was a whole ass mess.
And Mario, so
before we even jump to Omarion, let's talk about the fact that it took them like an hour. Like Swiss Beats and Timbaland talked about this probably like 5-6 months ago, and the show was great. We're gonna talk about that. But like you're Omarion and Mario. How do you keep us waiting for an hour? This is after Pleasure P, Sammy, and Ray J and Bobby V.
They all refused to get off the stage.
Not even refused. I think they was probably told like, "Hey, we got to stall." Like they kept going. Like
I don't know. D-Ray was so stressed out.
That was the thing. Like they went long. Then D-Ray was on stage like another 20-30 minutes by itself.
He was longer than 20 minutes. It was longer than 30 minutes, I think. D-Ray was on stage for almost an hour. D-Ray was so stressed out. I hope they pay him a little extra after that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the quote that Timbaland and Swiss talked about was like, y'all cats act like y'all get these verses and y'all act like y'all Beyonce and Jay-Z headlining. No, get your asses out here, do these songs, and go home. Like, why are we keeping people waiting for
almost 2 a.m. watching that foolishness?
Like, it was a part I had fellas. I was about to fall, so I rolled over on CC. Then Mario said something when Jeremiah came out on stage and was like, "Nah, that ain't it, dog. And don't bring no more all singing niggas on this stage." I fell out the fucking bed.
Mario came out swinging though. I didn't realize that all these guys had beef, and I don't know that Sammy.
Well, Sammy and Ray J and Bobby V they did a podcast together.
Yeah, I saw that they're talking about forming a group and shit.
Sammy addressed why he was singing. He said I was even trying to de-escalate on stage. He said we all could tell that the Casamigos had finally hit you, and we were trying to help you with your song. Like, seriously, we wasn't trying to show you up. We were trying to. That's your highlight song. We were trying to help you through that song.
And that's what I didn't, like I said, I didn't realize. And then first of all, Pleasure P thought it was his show too. Mm-hmm. But
and he was the only one. Well, Sammy ain't got the hits. Sammy could sing, but Pleasure P was the only one who had the hits, plus could actually sing on the stage.
Because Sammy was living off that I like, and I like Sammy, dog. I really liked that song 20 years ago, but honey, that song's about 25 years old. Like, you gonna have to bring us into the new millennium.
Well, he was trying to. I mean, people were singing the song, so I mean,
oh Lord, that was a whole mess. Thank you, Nasia. Appreciate it. Going to cruise. Scared? Oh, he's scared to fly. Now the cruise, I don't know if I'm messing with a cruise.
What?
But I'm not. I'll fly anywhere, but I don't know if I'm messing with the cruise.
CC don't get on boats. I've been trying to get CC on a boat for like 12 years.
That's a lot of water. It's just being.
Oh, like, CC don't like. This is what she calls it: dark water. We go to these resorts or travel, and if we go out to the beach or something. She'd be like, she's not going close to the beach. For one, she don't even like to get in the ocean.
I don't like the ocean.
She don't like the ocean.
I like controlled water.
Like I go to the pool. I go to the beach.
I don't like a beach. I like a pool.
I have to get when we get to resorts. I have to be like, all right, at least one day for an hour. I want to go to the beach.
I'm not a beach girl. I'm a pool girl. I want to sit in the lounge chair by the pool. I don't want to sit on the hot sand in the beach, first of all. And then when you get into the water, your feet start to like sink in there in the sand inside the water. Like
oh my God. Like
I just feel like I'm going to be swept up. Like, I don't like it.
She's like, you don't even know what's out there.
You don't.
Water is water.
You don't know. Your feet start to sink, and when you get in the ocean, it's too much. So, I like a controlled atmosphere.
So back to the cruise thing. So dark water, like she's called it dark. She's like, oh, it's dark water.
Never seen that water at night?
I'm like, it's the same water. The sun is just down. It's the same water that was here when we was just here like a few hours ago.
I don't like dark water. So it was this girl I used to work with, and I follow her on Facebook now, and her and her husband did, I guess it was like a fundraising event for cystic fibrosis, and her and her husband did an 80-something mile paddle boat mission from, it was like the tip of Florida to Bahamas or whatever. 80-something mile paddle boat mission, and it took like over a day, obviously, to get it done. And it's like they were out there at night. They were out on the ocean at night on a paddleboard in dark. Like, what? I just know they're gonna get eaten by a shark. I just knew it.
Jasmine says I was embarrassed for them.
Oh my God, I was embarrassed for all of us. Everybody was there.
The show was like. That Mario killed that shit.
Oh, Mario did.
Mario was basically like, I'm David Ruffin, and Omarion is the
Omarion sounded terrible. He sounded absolutely horrible, and that whole watermelon thing was just odd. It was just weird.
Like, that's what y'all do? That's what you and your brother do together, huh? Okay.
I found that quite odd.
I didn't even watch that part. I think I dozed off on that part. I heard Mario say that, and I woke back up because he was like on 10. He was
Mario
murdering
was a whole
them.
comedian. It was hilarious. He was a whole comedian. It was good TV. I'm not gonna lie. I was thoroughly entertained for those 4 hours. That's all I'm
I felt like
saying.
it was only 4 hours. I felt like it was longer than that.
Or maybe it was 5. I don't know. But I was thoroughly entertained for all of that time. So as bad as the singing was, I was entertained.
Oh, she said Ray J needs to sit down. So yeah, he definitely should have. He got the baby on stage, embarrassing the baby.
Princess sitting on the side. Look, Princess is probably like, we need to help me get this divorce. Like, this is ridiculous.
He like, I'm trying to serenade my kids. Y'all singing my wife. Y'all singing my song.
Yeah, I hope Princess was probably secondhand embarrassed back there.
Ray and Bobby V just had a live Zoom meeting trying to put together a whole new group. Yeah, Ray J talked about that on the verses. I mean, Bobby V, Pleasure P, and Sammy would not be a bad group. I wouldn't mind those three doing an R&B album.
It'd be like the LSG. It'd be like the new school LSG.
No, well, we already had the new school LSG.
That was TNT, right?
Yeah.
They ain't last very long. I guess neither
did
LSG.
It was 2 albums, and it didn't work. It was TGT. It was Tank, Genuine, Tyrese.
Because Genuine was on.
Yeah, because they said Genuine couldn't get his life together. That's why Tank said it didn't work. Because
allegedly.
Well, I mean, you ever seen that clip where Tyrese? Yeah. So
yeah.
I mean,
that was a whole mess.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I actually listened to them 2 albums. I like Tyrese can sing and Tank can sing. That whole Genuine portion, it made for a nice little group. But Tank and Tyrese, they should just call it TNT. They would have been good. Tank and Tyrese can blow. Come on, and they dark skinned brothers. Shout out to them. Dark skins.
Whatever. Said Ray he make these vocals up to us. Nobody even wants Ray.
Nobody don't care. That's the whole thing. I was like, when I seen that, you're like, I'm drinking my lemon. Like, where are you about to perform again, sir? Nobody's coming to watch you. We don't care if you're taking
nobody's coming to watch you after that performance. So, oh my God. Oh, did y'all? So we were watching the BET Awards, and then right after the BET Awards, they played that pilot of. Did y'all see the College Hill Celebrity Edition? Have y'all seen that? It has in one house, all these people are supposed to get this certificate from Texas A&M University in Houston.
It's not Texas A&M, Texas Southern.
Texas Southern in Houston.
I'm gonna say Texas A&M. I'm not signing up for that.
It's Slim Thug, Ray J, Nene, Stacey Dash, who else? Dream Doll, India Love, and Lamar Odom, all in one house. And they supposed to be getting this certificate from Texas Southern in Houston. I'm like, oh my God. So we sat there and watched the first episode.
I was
like, Ray J was ridiculous per usual. Stacey Dash.
Oh, she just came to get the bag.
Right. Stacey Dash was like, oh my God.
Stacey Dash came for she don't want no confrontations. She just here for the bag.
Lamar Odom asked, like, I'm like, Lamar Odom, every single time he talk about Chloe. He just like, I'm like, man, he really. I mean,
she saved him out of a brothel.
He won't that one. That was after they was already broken up,
right,
though.
That's what I'm saying, but he wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that woman. So
he loved that woman, man, every single time. My queen Chloe. I'm like, oh Lord Jesus.
It wasn't going. East Coast was struggling to wait. Yes. Oh, that's what I said. I was
East Central, hell, the Pacific got to the point probably where they was like, God damn, this is long.
I was like, God. I was like, they had to be like, because it was. I think it was like almost. It was like it was like almost a little after 12 when they came on stage. Like when they came on stage, it was a little after 12. Because that's what I was telling Cece. Like, we might not watch this. I'm about to go to bed.
I was invested by the end. I was like, well, we gotta stick this out. I was invested. I gotta stick it out after that. Shoot. Dark water. I see. That dark water, that ain't nothing to play with.
It's the same water. The
That ain't
sun
nothing
is
to
just
play-
not up.
That ain't nothing to play with. I ain't messing with dark water. Sorry. Not gonna do it.
Oh my god.
Yes, Jared, dark water. I'm not fooling with it. Y'all can fool with it if you want to. When the sharks come out, can you open this? I don't know if you're a bot or not. Are you a bot?
Splash Gato. What is Splash Gato?
Yeah. Something I found at the grocery store. Black cherry splash Gato. It was on sale.
You only have little $5 ones, though.
I think this one was like $8. I splurged a little bit. Oh, no bot? Okay, well, welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. We can always be friends. Yeah, Stacey Dash is a whole mess. They were in one of the classes and they were like, who in here, they were in one of the classes and they were like, who in here identifies as Black? And of course, Stacey Dash didn't raise her hand. And they was all kind of looking at her like, okay, girl.
Dame Dash be so embarrassed for Stacey.
What is they? Cousins?
Yeah, first cousins.
That's what I thought, yeah.
It's distanced itself from her, pretty much.
I don't blame them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's not the most person to be attached to these past 5 years either, though. But
what happened these past 5? Oh, look at the sunset.
Yeah.
What happened these past 5?
I mean, he got into it. I mean, I feel like everybody, he owed everybody money. What was the dude that got owed, that Monique said owed him her money? Or the Black director?
Lee Daniels?
Lee Daniels. He got into it because he had loaned like Lee Daniels like $5 million to do a movie. Lee Daniels never paid him back.
Oh.
The whole Jay-Z talks again. We keep talking about Jay. I mean, that's his. What else he has brought up?
That's all right.
And I mean, he always talking about, you're not a boss if you ain't doing this or you ain't doing that and stuff like that. So I just made some comments that rub people the wrong way, but nothing Stacey Dashes. So.
Oh, don't apologize. It's okay. It's okay. We just be getting bots sometimes, so I gotta check. That's all. Don't apologize. Oh, thanks, G. Yes, listen to her. Thumbs up this live for us. Help us out. Share it, Hey, Tiffany. I'm glad you can make it. That TV has gotten, it's to the point, I agree with you because there's been a lot of things that I have not watched this season, like Real Housewives of Atlanta. I haven't watched that the last 2 seasons. I stopped watching Love and Hip Hop, and I was an avid Love and Hip Hop watcher.
See, that's the thing. TV has never been bad for me because she knows. I'm a big advocate for. I don't do reality TV. I don't watch it. I don't put it on.
You don't watch it, but when I'm watching, he be like, "Oh, who that? Why you say that?"
Only one show that I'll be like, I might check in, and I tell her, I'll be like, go ahead and watch it. I'll sporadically, if you got it on while I'm eating or something, I'll watch it, and that's the Circle. But for the most part, all them other crazy ones that I'll be like, this is scripted reality. I'll be like, I'm not watching that shit. But give me real actors. Like when we watch TV, we watch real actors together. Speaking of which, we got to talk about P-Valley. But we watch real actors. I watch real TV shows. I've been saying this for years. Since we've been together, I will not watch any of that crap because it's all crap to me. I'd be like, I want real actors. If I'm going to watch TV, I want to be entertained, not with messy drama that's roll over to the shade room or something. I want to watch real TV. I want to watch real actors portraying out a show. I don't want to watch reality TV.
Whatever.
I'm just
I've gotten to the point where I haven't watched it much either. And I don't know that it's I don't know. So like the Real Housewives of Atlanta, that's been on. I think this is on like season 16, 17. I just feel like how much more drama can we have at this point? Like I've seen it all. You know what I'm saying? Same with Married to Medicine. I stopped watching that because I'm just like, I was just kind of over that Basketball Wives. I was an avid Basketball Wives watcher. I don't watch that anymore, but I will. I don't know. I feel like the reality TVs on Netflix. I feel like I like those more because Netflix is like
Not
cable,
but with its own.
but
They can go even further.
Netflix is like HBO. Like
Yeah.
I can VH1 can only show but so much on VH1. Netflix is like HBO. Like it can so it can be enhanced. So I do like my reality shows on Netflix. But yeah, and then we've been watching a lot of shows together, and then I feel like I've just been so busy too. I feel like I've just been so busy too. It's just like some things had to go, and TV was one of them. So TV had to go, and I only have bandwidth for a certain amount of things. And I also feel like as I get older, I protect myself, and we've talked about this before. I try to protect myself from certain things, and my mental capacity only goes so far for certain things. So I can only watch like one or two ratchet reality TV shows at a time. So yeah, that's why I stopped watching TV. I feel you, Jared. I really do.
Oh yeah.
Don't have cable anymore. Enjoy older music feeds and nostalgia. I feel it. I will watch my old TV shows.
Oh my god, we on like season. We've been together 14 years. I kid y'all, I'm not. This is not an understatement. I swear to God, when I say this is not an understatement. We are on like the 28th go around of her watching Girlfriends. Like not just like an episode. I mean, like she starts over like twice a year. She watches Girlfriends from season 1 to the final season. She does that like twice a year.
I watch Girlfriends all day, every day. I will watch and recite every line and laugh like it's the first time. I love me some Girlfriends. They need to get Martin on Netflix. I used to have every season of Martin on DVD.
I watch a good Martin episode.
I had every single episode of Martin on DVD. They need to get Martin on Netflix.
Who I seen? It was a TV show I just seen. I was coming to Netflix and I was like, oh shit, Kenan and Kel.
Oh yeah, I told you about that.
Yeah, Kenan and Kel.
I said I gotta get the kids to watch that. I think that will really the girls, especially the girls. I think they really like that. I think Mario like it too.
The hubby and I just started the old man so far. So that's
what Will was talking about.
Yeah, Will, my boy was over here Friday night and we was talking, and he told me to watch. He was like, he told me to watch that. So I was gonna say that's on the to-do list, but it can. I think we've gotten our shows kind of started. We knocked out Grownish last night. We are caught up on P-Valley. I think we got to watch Good Girls. That's like the only show, and we gotta. Oh, we had started Bel Air, y'all, but Peacock. Yeah,
Peacock costs money.
Peacock want money for. I was like, I got enough streaming. I'm not paying for another streaming service. Sorry, it was good. The first episode was really good, but I'm like, I'm not. You can't get this fast. I feel like Martin. It's only $5, but I'm like, you can't get this fast because you forget, and then they get it again. That's something they want you to do. They want you to sign up. Oh, it's only $5, and then they just keep smacking you for the $5, and because you keep forgetting, I need to cancel this membership.
Or you keep seeing new good shows that you want to keep watching. It's like, look, I only got so much bandwidth to watch, but so many shows anyway. Yeah. So
I catch Bel Air on the flip side. It was really good. We did watch the first episode. I was we had added that to the watch list, and then Peacock was like, $5, and I was like, oh, well, I guess we won't be watching that. So
we got too much.
Hi guys, how are you all? I can stay as long because we're planning.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Where you guys cruising to?
Jesse, I'm with you. Yes, real actors. My boyfriend laughs at me because I tell him there is nothing on TV I want to see. So I watch
a good mixture.
It's some good. So all right. So let's talk about P-Valley. Which actually they just it was a good article. I can't remember where I was reading that at, about how people is thinking the rapper
is gay
and his friend is gay, and both of them are in committed relationships. And they was like,
murder.
Yeah, and they both was like, the article basically defending like this is acting. This is what acting looks like. Like, because it wasn't like they showed a sex scene. They didn't show them having.
Yeah, they did.
They didn't show them having sex.
Yeah, they did.
It didn't look like it. He was kissing on his bag. I don't remember. Maybe I turned my head.
Yeah, they were having sex.
No, maybe I turned my head.
You must have, because they were having sex. It was a pretty graphic scene there. But
yeah, they was talking about basically, this is what acting looks like. This is real acting.
I mean, P Valley pushed the envelope a little bit with their last episode.
Yeah.
So boy,
I feel like they are, which I feel like last year's one was centered around. They doing a really good job of like the focal point. I feel like Lil Murder is more the focal point this season than he was last season. I feel like he was a big focal point last year, but I feel like it was him and the what's it called? The strip club?
The Pank.
And the owner was like, I felt like they both split it. Now I feel like it's the battle of the Pink versus the light skinned girl and the owner, and then what Lil Murder got going.
They're definitely showing other parts of everybody's life. I feel like they're doing a better job. Like last year, it was like we had to introduce all these characters, so we can only hit the surface of all these characters, except for the main Autumn. Her name is Autumn, I think, the main girl. Except for her, because she became the main character, obviously, that they kind of centered it around. But this year, or this season, I feel like they're doing a great job of diving into everybody's personal life. Like you get to see Mercedes and kind of, her daughter and why she doing some of the things she's doing. And
with the white boy. Mercedes is the one with the mama she beat up.
So you're dealing with Mercedes, and then you're dealing more into like you Mississippi, dealing with her husband, her boyfriend, and can't find a job, and they baby, and her going on tour, and then Lil Murder, you're dealing with him, and he got his past coming back with old dude for coming from jail. So they're doing a really good job of like diving into everybody's.
It's definitely a lot of storyline. And then you got the storyline of the owner. What is the owner name?
Uncle Clifford.
You got that storyline with him and his mama, and because it's like 3 stories within that. You got him and his mama, him and the Pink, and then him and the light skin. Like he got a lot of shit going on.
Everybody, I was like,
and him and the mayor, because he want the mayor.
That's and also him and Lil Murder.
Yeah, him and
where that's gonna go. Everybody, it's so funny because everybody, like Uncle Clifford got all these rules. I'm like, I need to see the rule book. I need to see Uncle Clifford's rule book in writing. Uncle Clifford got a million rules.
He said, was that rule 110 or something?
Yeah. Uncle Clifford got a million rules, but I feel it. That's how you gotta run the establishment. But they even introducing other characters, like the other strippers you getting to know a little bit.
Oh, and the girl who in here prostituting, and slutting it out,
and then the white girl with the blue eyes, her.
She just kind of like a sub story though.
I feel like we might see a little bit more about her. I don't know.
Hello from Italy. Oh,
I want to go to Italy one of these days.
Oh wait, we skipped a couple. Seinfeld and Law and Order. Seinfeld is my shit. I love a good soup. I forget. You don't know what it is. I can't even help you. You can't even help me out. But Soup Nazi. That was probably still one of my top 10 favorite TV episodes of all time. You get no soup. Yeah, you don't know nothing about that.
Law and Order. I've only watched SVU. I've never watched the regular Law and Order.
I'm gonna give y'all a really quick story about why I started watching Law and Order. Our first year living together, right? Me and Cece. We had a DVR, and I was super duper in the Law and Order. Super duper in the Law and Order. Like every episode I was watching. I worked night shift, so I would record it. And it was this episode where the dude had been chasing what's her name? Not Natalie. I cannot remember her name now. But the main cop. And he had tried to rape her. He tried to kill her. This was the episode where they was about to have a fight off. And Cece fucking deleted my episode. And this was back when shows didn't come on all the time like that. You had to catch it around. So what? What? No. Go upstairs. No. You ready to go night-night?
You want to go pee-pee? You got a pee-pee?
Boy, go upstairs before I make you go down there. Go play. So anyway, she deleted my episode. And then the season was done. So I didn't even get to see this. I'd still be looking for this episode. When I tell y'all I was pissed for days, I was pissed for days at CC.
I forgot how I even did that. I forgot how it happened.
Oh my God, I was so mad. I like called him like, dude, what happened? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Oh my God. But anyway, but yeah, I used to love me some Law and Order until that happened. I get what y'all mean. Prices get too crazy. They find out. Like I said, they said you pay. So
There's too many streaming services.
Like we pay for Netflix. We pay for Netflix.
Hulu.
We got Hulu on a Disney. We got Hulu on a Disney, the Disney Plus Hulu membership. So we was gonna get Disney Plus regardless because the kids love Disney Plus. So the nice perk with the Hulu add-in is cool. And then we don't.
Hi, Rochelle.
Oh, we got something else.
I mean, we have the DirecTV stream,
But that's free.
That's not free.
Technically, I mean, we pay the same thing we was gonna pay for our internet with that. So
it still ain't free.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's one other stream. Oh, Stars. Yeah, we got Stars. So we don't need no more streaming services.
It's just all too much. It just kind of be like we got rid of cable because cable costs too much, but now they want you to pay for every single individual channel and stream it and pay money. You're gonna end up paying the same amount you was paying for cable. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
That's like for all my 80s babies who know Captain Planet. It's like it was like a meme I seen. It was like Hulu, Stars, HBO Max, like Netflix, Peacock. You know, like with all these services combined, I equal to cable.
Yeah.
So,
but that's how it is. But even individual channels got their stream, like BET Plus.
Yeah, I want to watch the Martin reunion, but I'm like, I'm not paying for another streaming service.
Yeah,
I would love to watch the Martin reunion.
They got some good shows on BET Plus for real though. That all black channel, I would love to have that too. All them low budget black movies, I want to see them.
Peanut said, "Yes, Stacey Dash, not Black American."
Bring Black Living Single. Living Single on Hulu. You can watch, if you have Hulu, you can watch all the Living Single episodes on Hulu. Because I went through that. I stream or binge that too.
She said, I got to start watching P-Valley. Bel Air was so good. I've heard Bel Air was really, really good. And that first episode was really good. When he pushed Will into the water, I was like, oh. Even how
Carlton, a whole thug out here.
Even how intense, like the first episode, like the tension between Will, like they making that like that's a real drama. Like the drama between Will and Carlton was never like this intense on the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Like this is a real life. Like they feel like they like hate each other damn near.
Carlton, a whole thug out here.
But I like how I hit on too, like
a whole drug doing thug. I was like, Carlton wouldn't do no drugs.
I don't know. Jesse did drugs.
Carlton wouldn't have never done drugs.
That's true. I don't know if he was studying for a test in this day and age. Maybe not. Like he was doing a line in there.
Right.
I was thinking like Jesse. You know, when Jesse was studying for a test.
Carlton would have never done no drugs.
He wouldn't. I don't see him. But at the same time, it's a different day and age. But I like the fact that they hit on the fact like Carlton living where he living and the N-word being like technically quote unquote not as big of a deal. And where Will come from, you don't allow white people to say the N-word in front of you. So I like that aspect. Like I said, it was a pretty good episode. I was like, I was really looking forward to watching episode 2 until they tried to hit me with the faff. Like Martin say, I'm not paying the faff. I'm not paying the faff. That's
what we gotta watch that. Go back and watch that Miss Pat show and find that show.
Yeah,
that episode we watched was really good.
We're doing a couples cruise to Costa
Maya and Cozumel. Ooh, that should be nice.
So.
Man, it's the dark water part, but that should be that should be really nice.
Mara said they wrote the hell out of that episode. That was a really
P-Valley.
And when he woke up, the fact Cece was like, "Look, even men do it." He woke up and he had went through the man's phone and he found, or was it his phone?
Oh, he found that postcard. Well, no, that was episode 3. That was the last episode. The first episode. Oh, she said that episode. No, I thought she said the first episode. Yeah, when he went through his postcard, I'm like, sex does not a relationship make. You don't get to go through my stuff, sir.
He's like, what did he say? Who the hell is Clifford?
Yeah, we just had sex last night. You ain't give me a chance to call. What if I was gonna break it off?
I mean, he did almost, from what he explained, he almost died for that man.
Okay, you been in jail. What so?
Look at that. You see how I already know what happened if I ever go to jail. You already made.
Wait, look, we just had sex last night. I ain't even had a chance to call. What if I did have feelings for you? I was gonna call Clifford that day and break it off. You don't know that. Like, you can't just be going through my stuff questioning me the next morning. No, sir. This ain't how this works. Anybody talking to you? Yeah. He's back here practicing his football carry.
MJ is so adorable. Not if you live with him. Y'all see him in the vlogs and doing this. Last night, it's about. Well, I've been waking up. Quee's been on a little stint here where he don't want to sleep through the whole night. He want to wake up at like 3:30 in the morning just to turn the TV on. But last night, he wanted more than just the TV on. I turned the TV on, and he was content. But then like 20 minutes later, Cece was like, he sounded like he at the door. And next thing he was like saying, "Daddy," and next thing you heard is it's like 4:00 in the morning.
He knocking on the door
because he done climbed out his crib. I'm like, this dude is on some other shit.
And then he said, he was like, "Daddy."
This is his chant at night.
Daddy. And he just keeps going.
This is his chant at night. When he wants me, he just screams like that for
Dad,
like until I come in there.
Dad, it'll be 30, 40 minutes. Daddy. Every 10 seconds, he just will keep going. He has no chill whatsoever. Good night, guys. Thanks for joining.
We ain't gonna be much longer. Getting off here soon.
But yeah, MJ ain't got no chill. What else happened this week? Oh,
R. Kelly got 30 years. I think I took that a little more tougher than Cece.
I'm happy. I think he should have got longer. If you ask me, I'm very happy. I can't stand somebody that mess with kids.
Oh my God, boy, what are you doing?
You quit throwing the football at me. I can't stand somebody that mess with kids and victimize young women. I can't stand it. Like, I don't think anything burns me up more than somebody who would do something like that to a child. I cannot. So
I think you had said this too, but I seen a post. It was like people blaming the parents, but they're like, if a parent hands you their 14-year-old daughter and say, "Have sex with my daughter," just because they said have sex with my daughter, don't mean you didn't just commit a crime, sir.
Not to mention, even if they did do that, if someone came up to me and said, "Hey," like you said, if they served me their child on a platter, not only am I going to turn it down, I'm also going to call the authorities. Like I'm so confused as to that's one, and then two, the only person who said the parents sold the kids to them was R. Kelly, and he's not really a credible source at this point. So if more evidence comes out, then yeah, obviously, I think everybody who, again, I can't stand a motherfucker that mess with kids. So anybody who had a part in it that you can prove, prosecute them to the full extent of the law, absolutely. But right now, R. Kelly was the only one up for trial right now, and I think he got what he deserved.
I think he might get. I will see how they probably he'll probably run concurrent because he got charges in, I think, Chicago,
in different
New York,
states, yeah,
and Miami. I think he got charges in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think he's sitting in Chicago, but I think
he die now. He dying in jail. He ain't making it out of there. He ain't about to ever see the light of day again.
Maybe.
I hope not.
We'll be 60 and we'll be seeing something. R. Kelly is released on bond after 22 years in jail or something like that.
I hope not. It's a sad situation all around. I just hope that I realize it's lifelong trauma after you've been through something like that. But I just hope that the victims can get some kind of closure from
I definitely didn't see. I didn't see
sentencing
30
side.
years though. I didn't see him getting 30.
I'm so happy he did. But.
Yeah, I didn't see him getting 30. But I mean, that was whoever his George was threw the book at him. I mean, that was some nice justice after Roe versus Wade. So
don't even get me started on that. But yeah, it's a sad situation because there are, like I said, I can't stand somebody who will mess with kids and also victimize young girls and young women, because I feel like we've all been there. We've all been young girls and young women, and you know the mistake. I feel like that's why, like as kids, like people say stuff like that. Oh well, like I saw somebody yesterday was like, oh man, well the 15. What's the big difference between a 15-year-old and an 18-year-old? The 15-year-old girls know what they're doing, and it's like. First of all, that's alarming that you would say that, and I feel like you would do the same thing. But I also think that, yeah, obviously, I think at 15, you know what you're doing, but you're a child. You don't know the extent. You like on the surface, yes, you know what you're doing. You know that I probably shouldn't be here, but I'm here. But I feel like we all do dumb things and make dumb decisions we all do dumb things and make dumb decisions at that age and in that teenage age. But that's why you have to entrust your child with the adults around them. Like I expect my kids to probably go to school and do something stupid, but I send them to school and I'm entrusting, and not saying that all teachers are good, but I'm entrusting the teachers who are there to like keep my child on the right path and stand in my place when I'm not with them.
Well, that ain't where the bad stuff happened. The bad stuff happened when that 15-year-old girl is the stuff that I think you talking about with the person you comment is the same stuff that we seen as a 15-year-old guy trying to talk to the 15-year-old girl, but she ain't interested in us because she interested in the 20-year-old dude who got the car. That's what I think that comment that you talking about. Well,
and they know that. And as a 20-year-old, you know that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like every time I see something like that, I feel like it's the reason you ain't messing with a 20-year-old, because they know what type of bum you are. So, but a 15-year-old ain't gonna think.
No, it's not. I don't think that's the case either, because a 20-year-old recognizes that she wants to be with the 25, 26-year-old who got more than the 20-year-old guy, because most 25, 26-year-olds got a little more going in life than 20-year-old got going in life.
I don't know about that, but it just and he wasn't even 20. He was fucking.
I get that. I'm just saying when we talking about this, that's what we talking about. We ain't talking about kills in this situation, but I'm just saying that happens. That age, I feel like that number doesn't start like balancing out. It starts balancing out a little bit in college. But I feel like that age bracket don't start really balancing out until you talk about like anything over like 22, 23 years old.
But I also think when people say, so Mara, I see your comment where you say everybody need to go to jail. But one, I feel like they got to prove it. But two, I feel like we all say, like everybody says stuff like, oh, well, where were the parents? Why weren't the parents watching the kids? You can't keep tabs on it. You can try as much as you can. I know from being a teenager, from being a teenage girl, you can try to keep tabs on your 15-year-old, 16-year-old as much as you can. But especially once even before I had a car, I was here, there, and everywhere else that my parents didn't know. But once I had a car, my parents, I was supposed to be one place and was every single place.
That one girl got on a whole ass plane and went to go see that man, and her parents didn't know.
And they said, but they were the ones that was calling for her. They was the ones that got on the news and said our daughter left and without our consent.
I can't remember if it was that girl or not, but regardless, I
think that was the Azriel girl.
I know that there's this day and age is different, because this one who walking behind me, he can't go nowhere without me not knowing what he's doing to an extent. I might not know what he's doing when he's there, but it's a tracking app on his phone that I know where he is at all times.
That's cool. So the tracking app on my phone. So I go to school, I leave the phone in my locker, and me and my friends gonna roll out during the school day.
And I'm gonna call you, and then when you don't answer, then
I was in school. What you mean? Why I didn't answer?
Well, I mean, that's you talking about in school. We ain't talking about these kids. These girls weren't getting molested or picked up and dropped off. They weren't just going to see R. Kelly during school. It was after school and stuff like that.
I'm at my friend's house. You talking about in 2000 when it wasn't no tracking devices on phones, or 2008.
I get it. I hear what you're saying.
I'm just saying, like everybody wants to stop. everybody wants to act like they like super parents. And I'm not saying that their parents couldn't have been probably a little more stringent on them. But I feel like once a kid gets to a certain age, you talking about 15 years old, 16 years old, it's real hard to keep tabs on that child. And you can try as much as you want, but it is really hard to keep tabs on that. Like, I mean, all of us have had that boyfriend that our parents didn't like. But if you want to see him, you going to see him. And it don't matter what they had to say, you was going to find a way to see him. And that's what it is. And not only that, but you're talking about not only were they going to not only just to see a boyfriend, they were going to see a man who has resources to help them lie. Like, so
I just want to be able to listen to I Believe I Can Fly. And I wish.
Well, you can't.
Yeah. So I was listening to Trapped in the Closet the other day, though, in the car by myself.
Walked out the grocery store because the man was staring at my 7-year-old people. These people, I mean, you gotta really watch for real. These people.
It is. I mean, me and Cece had a whole long ass conversation about our daughters last night, crazy enough, and me talking about how I want my daughters to feel like kids for little girls as long as possible, and even when they're teens to be teens. Like even my mother does their hair, and they get weave sometimes. And I had a conversation with her before about like I didn't like how much weave she had put in Morgan's hair one time because I want them to look like little girls. Like to me, like Cece be like, "Oh, your hair look a mess." To me, my favorite hairdo for them is when they just got 2 little puffs on the side of their head. Like they look like little girls, they get some little twist downs with some braids. Like I want them to look like little girls. I don't want them to be all dialed up. I don't want no man to be looking at them like in a way that they sexualize or anything. And not saying that men don't. Some weirdos out there that don't sexualize little girls, but regardless, I want them to be little girls for as long as possible.
I agree with you, but I think you have to recognize when they're not.
I get that. We talked. We ain't gonna have to go in detail, but I'm just saying that we talked in depth last night. I get that.
But I do agree that anyone who helped him out, if they can prove that, obviously, I think that they to the fullest extent of the law, they should be prosecuted. But it's really hard to prove that.
The people, it don't even have to you got to live with that. Like his bodyguards who said oh, they seen some weird shit going down, but they ain't say something. You got to live with that as a man. You got to live with that for the rest of your life. I don't think you can prosecute those guys unless they was actually going to pick those girls. Now, if they was going to the dudes who was going to pick those girls up, they can't be. But if you there, you chilling with Kels, and you open a door and you see a 15-year-old girl sitting there, and you don't say nothing, you can't. I don't think you can be prosecuted for that. But you got to live with that for the rest of your life.
Also, unless you ask a lot of them was probably I don't even want to know. I know that I know he doing wrong, but I don't want to know. Ask no questions. I don't even want to know. And you know how people are in there. I mean,
you ready to go that night? Okay, we'll go play.
No.
Go play.
But yeah, I agree. You gotta live with that, and I think that would be a tough thing to live with forever. Like seriously. You gonna sing?
Yeah.
What you gonna sing?
All right, go play.
We don't talk about Bruno, no.
Go play with Morgan and Ryan. Okay, you want to stay up here? All right. Where we at? No.
Get off that microphone.
He was doing all that crying.
Everybody knew that was fake.
He's like, this is not me. I'm fighting for my... That meme is still hilarious to this day. I'm fighting for my life. He was fighting for his life. He ain't lying when he said that. Obviously, he was fighting for his life.
He had 30 years to have as good a time, I guess, as he had in his mind. So now he gonna spend 30 years thinking about it.
What, man? You ready to go, Nene? You know you don't get no milk until it's bedtime.
And you don't even need a ding.
Hey.
It's when he start acting a fool. It's when he start acting crazy. Mom and a teacher, I'm always on the lookout for craziness. I guess that'd be my thing. It's you're right, you can't trust anybody, but you almost have to. Like, we send our kids out of this house, and we have to entrust that the teachers are doing right. We have to entrust that the teachers are doing right, that the camp counselors are doing right, that all of these people are not going to do something to harm your child. And it's really scary to let your kid out of your sight, but you have to. And that's the crappy part. It's like you have to, and it's just it's a sad situation all around. And again, I'm hoping that with the sentencing, that the victims can at least find a little bit of comfort in knowing that it's, I guess, over for the time being. I feel like they'll never be able to find comfort with social media, because I'm sure people like attack them daily. It's people that just out here going real hard for R. Kelly, like going real hard in his defense, and I just be so confused. But whatever. Yes, MJ is a daddy's baby. MJ don't like me. He is a daddy's baby. And spoiled as ever. Night, mommy. Night. Love you. He got the milk in. I'm gonna say love you. Love you. There you go. There you go. But yeah, he's a daddy's baby. He don't be messing with me. Sneaking around as a teen is one thing, but those parents that served it. Oh, well, look, I agree. I completely agree. I would not have sent my child there for any type of anything. I wouldn't have sent my child there. But at the same time, ain't we the ones that's always talking about innocent until proven guilty? Like, aren't we the ones that's always talking about that? We always say that, innocent until proven guilty. But then you're like, again, if you're
not guilty,
again,
they made a whole song about
even
that.
if you were even if you were proven innocent, if you got like if you had any sort of like sex trafficking or sex with underage girls or anything like that type of charges against you, I'm probably not sending my child. I'm gonna tell you that. But again, are we the ones?
You can't say that 100%. These guys who got rape charges, you not rape girls.
It is, but if you got a rape charge on you, I'm probably not sending my child unsupervised to you. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, regardless. I'm not gonna do it, because I don't know what that's about. I wasn't there. I don't know the situation, so I'm just not gonna do it. I wouldn't put my child in that situation. However, I can't really, unless I know the situation. It's really hard for me. Parenting is a really hard job, and it's really hard for me to judge those parents without knowing the situation. Do I think there was a lack of judgment there on a few of them? Absolutely. But I don't know that a lack of judgment makes a criminal charge stick. And that's just kind of my take on it. I haven't seen any real evidence of anything that deserves a criminal charge. Again, the only person who said the parents that they were sold by their parents were the two girls that sat down with Gail, who are now recanting their stories and saying something completely different, and R. Kelly. So neither of them are credible. None of the three are credible. So I can't really, I don't think that none of them are credible witnesses that you can put on the stand and actually hear their testimony, because they've had different stories this whole time. So that's just kind of, I guess that's my place with it. It's a sad situation all around. I feel like as I don't know, as Black people, we kind of lose somebody that, made good music in times where maybe you felt like you needed it. Like, his music serves a place and a time for a lot of us.
I don't think that's the reason why people. I think for older people, I can see that as a caveat, but I think a lot of people, not speaking for Mara, but like a lot of people who I've seen had comments like that is more so upset. Like, why is I think a lot of people understand why the focus is on R. Kelly, but you don't hear any of the sub stories about, like, well, that would technically be child endangerment for the parents, would it not be?
Not if he was an innocent man. So that's not child endangerment. You can't. I can't.
He's
an innocent man.
If some of these kids were gone for weeks at a time, and these
I
kids
don't
weren't
know.
reported,
I don't know where you got. I didn't hear they were gone
they,
for weeks at a time.
So why is he being charged with sex trafficking? You tell me.
I haven't. I don't know. I didn't really look into where the charges like where they came from. I know the last bit of charges came up because it was one that he filmed another tape with another underage girl. That was like they filmed another tape and they were able to arrest him a few years ago. But like a new tape. But I don't know where the sex trafficking charges originated from. But when I like some of the stories that I heard, and not just from the documentary, but some of the other stories that I've heard, it wasn't that he was like he was charged or that he was keeping them for days at a time until they got overage then. But it wasn't that he was keeping them for days at a time. Right, they were coming over to his house.
He's not being charged with any of the stuff that you're talking about. The sex with a minor.
Maybe that's in this case. Because I think they were able to go back and arrest him because of the other sex tape that they found.
I don't know. But he's not charged with sex with a minor right now. He's not being sentenced because of sex with a minor or having sex with underage girls or anything like that. He got 30 years for sexual trafficking.
And racketeering.
Yeah, and racketeering. He didn't get charged with having sex with a minor or anything like that. Crazy enough, sex with a minor don't get you 30 years. They probably get you 5.
I don't know.
Sadly enough, in this country that we live in.
Hey, we keep secrets in our own Black family. Yeah, we do. As a family, we knew that Aaliyah stuff. Now, I do.
Go ahead with your deflection.
I can say that, yes. However, when the Aaliyah stuff, so everybody who is now, I wouldn't even say 40 and under, 38, 40 and under, we were kids when that stuff happened.
We still knew it was weird though.
But at 10 years old, I don't know what I was told.
We said this because we had this argument many times before. You might have known at the time. I didn't know at the time when Aaliyah and R. Kelly got married, like when they physically did that, what was going on. I was a kid. But when I was 18 and Aaliyah was dating Dame Dash, because that's when all that stuff came back up again, you were old enough to comprehend what was going on with that story.
You have to think, when we were 18, there's no social media. So I would have had to sit down.
You never seen Dame Dash talk about Aaliyah?
No, I have not. I heard him recently when all this stuff came out say that all that she kept saying to him was he was a very bad guy and she never really wanted to talk about him. That is what I heard him say. You like at that time, this isn't like now where I can be just scrolling through my Instagram and see these things. I have to sit down and read an article. Back then, I had to sit down and watch the news or watch breaking news on TV. Like there was no consumption of media like that. So when all this stuff was happening, like when they actually did get married, I was like 10 years old. I don't know what that means.
You was younger than 10. I was only like,
you're right.
I was only like 10 when
so I heard it was, and I heard it was wrong. But you know what I thought about in my head? I was like, well, this man would be in jail if there was something that went wrong. Like if that was the case, this man would have been in jail. I didn't realize that they were actually married. I always thought it was a rumor, and I didn't realize that they were actually married until I was like probably when I looked into it around all of this stuff, maybe 5 years ago. I didn't know that was an actual true statement that they were married. I heard it a bunch of times and I heard people say it, but I heard people say a lot of stuff. I never actually validated that. And so now if I was 30 at the time, I probably would have been super alarmed.
But that's the thing.
I wasn't.
It wasn't like today though, like you said. Even with our parents, to give our parents and someone out, because I remember that story. It was kind of like a rumor mill. There was never any evidence, and like they even said, like it happened, it got annulled, it was quick, and it was over. Like nobody, it didn't last longer than a week. It was quick, and that was supposedly because she was pregnant and she got an abortion. There's a whole rumors that we still never has been confirmed about that. But you want to know some sly shit? That's why R. Kelly, like it's certain. I will say this: she don't like R. Kelly in the house at all. There's certain songs by R. Kelly that make my skin crawl because I feel like R. Kelly was like the definition of like hiding in plain view. Like he did shit like he wrote "Age Ain't Nothing But a Number." He wrote that song for Aaliyah. Like he wrote that song.
Or when he started calling himself
The Pied Piper.
I think I was in high school when he started calling himself the Pied Piper. And I like the first time I heard that, I always thought it was weird because I like in high school
he had just beat the he had just beat the sexual allegations when he started calling himself the
and
Pied
I
Piper.
Didn't know what that was. I had never read the story until like I took college classes in high school, and so I was taking college English in 10th grade, and one of the first stories we read was the story of the Pied Piper, and I remember reading that and thinking, now why in the hell would he call himself the Pied Piper? Now why would he call himself anything that had to do with any child all?
Because he felt
if he was untouchable.
He felt untouchable.
And he was.
I mean, the man, like I said, there's certain songs by Kales that make my skin crawl. Seems Like You Ready.
18 over 16.
Seems Like You Ready.
I've always thought that was weird.
What's another song? There's a few, I can't remember, but Seems Like You Ready was one of my favorite Kale songs of all time. And I can't even stomach to listen to the song now. If I was to put it on right now, I can never listen. There's some Kale songs that I still love, but that one I can't even listen to.
It's a very sad situation, and hopefully, like you said, Mara, I'm glad the chapter's closed, and hopefully, by the end of the week we can all move on, not have to talk about it, and it's done for the time being, I guess, until he gets his other sentencing, I guess. But
Jasmine says, I even look at people who are sex offenders kind of skeptical because I know they can be falsely accused, but again, you just don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's so many things like this is not a laughing matter, but in China, I got a friend who I served with who, thank God for the military, he was charged as a sexual predator and is banned from the country of China because he took a leak on the street.
Peeing on the street. Yeah. You could get a sex offender charge for peeing on the street.
Yeah.
So, that's what I say when I say stuff like, unless there is like overwhelming evidence, being a bad judge of character or having a bad judgment call with your kids, that's not a criminal offense. I'm sure not to that level, but I've made bad judgment calls with my kids. Now, again,
I thought you were supposed to say bad judgment calls. I say but with your kids.
But not to that. I made bad judgment calls in life, but I've made bad judgment calls with my kids, not to that level, but I have. Like it's to the like you just. I probably wouldn't send my kid over there if you're accused sex offender.
Well, that's the thing.
But that's what we always. But that's what I said. That's what we always talk about, though. We always say you innocent until proven guilty, and he was not proven guilty. I
wasn't even saying they're innocent. I was saying that they seen the opportunity for their child to work with R. Kelly. That's what they was looking.
Which is an amazing opportunity if he was a good man. Yeah. It's an amazing opportunity. So
which is funny
if somebody who was proven innocent and you again, I think that's a bad judgment call to have him there with him alone, especially if you like, what, I think this man's innocent. But I think this man's innocent, but I'm just gonna keep an eye on things.
Which is funny
I'm sitting right there.
Which is funny because me besides, I don't even know any artists that Kel's ever put out besides Sparkle. Like, so I don't know why these people kept sending Kelly these people. I don't know anybody besides Sparkle that.
But
Kelly
I bet if you got his blessing, maybe he didn't put nobody out. But if you got his blessing or got to work with him on a song, like that could.
I don't even know no people that worked with besides. I mean, Kelly Price, but that was a label setup. They've talked about that. That was a label setup. That wasn't like Kelly facilitator. Like Kelly seems like looking back, he's a pretty selfish dude. Like you look back at some of the stories I've heard, even the Jay-Z, I'm a Jay-Z fan. Even some of the Jay-Z stories, he's a pretty selfish dude. So
he was on top of the world for a very long time, and he was able to get away with a lot for a very long time. And I think you would be if you felt like can't nobody touch me, can't nobody do nothing to me. I've been doing this in plain sight, and nobody has touched me. I think you would be too. I mean,
they had the man on videotape with Sparkle testifying that was his cousin, her cousin or niece, and he still beat it.
Well, that's why everybody is on. That's another reason he in racketeering charges for all the threatening And for families, he did and all of that. Even though I don't think he threatened him, Sparkle said he just paid them off.
Yeah,
And she said they took the money. Which I think she was very, I definitely commend her for speaking out about that.
Well, they said she lost her career over that. Like,
Yeah.
She fought, well, Kel shelved her because she was signed to his label. He shelved her, and then once she is kind of hard to get out of a contract. So, yeah.
I think I commend her for that, definitely. Because a lot of people would have just turned a blind eye and been like, oh, well, her parents signed on. What am I going to do?
Well, that's that was her niece, though.
I get it. But if that's the case, her brother or sister or whatever signed off. So why would you, like in my mind, why would you lose your career if they let you, like, what you going to do about it? Yeah. What can I do about it if they signed off on it? As shitty as that sounds like, it's like...
We got 3 minutes left.
I can't care more than you care.
3 minutes left, y'all. So that got kind of heavy at the end there.
Between that, get McDonald's for the kids.
We ain't even gonna talk about that.
The baby mama, baby daddy, McDonald's, the Roe v. Wade. It's been a rough week.
It has been I don't know.
Rough social media week.
The McDonald's wasn't a rough social media.
No, it
week,
wasn't.
But
that man ain't got to give nobody else kids nothing. Nothing.
I don't know.
He ain't got to get nobody else kids nothing.
I think it's some common courtesy in there, but I definitely don't.
He ain't got to get nobody else
wasn't
kids
entitled
nothing.
to, but there's some common courtesy there.
If we break up, I ain't feeding your other kids. And maybe if I was in a good mood that day, I was like, here, I'd be like, give some to your brother and sister. But for the most part, I'm probably just bringing stuff for my kids.
Anyway, that's a whole nother conversation.
Call me what you want to call me.
Roe versus Wade was the Roe versus Wade was a mentally tough few days. Still processing that. So yeah, but gonna end it there. We ain't gonna talk about Roe versus Wade. We're gonna keep this on it. TC already then went on her soapbox on this R. Kelly thing, so we're gonna end it there.
That's the last thing I'm gonna say. I'm done with R. Kelly.
So I hope everybody has a great Monday off, because we don't celebrate the 4th of July over here. Hope everybody has a great day off on Monday.
As long as my job keeps celebrating it.
Well, I'm just saying we go for it, but we not celebrating it here. I'm cooking on Sunday.
Only Christopher we acknowledge is
Wallace. That's not even, but that's not Christopher.
That's Christopher Columbus.
Yeah, that's Christopher Columbus.
Oh,
this is the forefathers.
Forget it.
The guys who said we was 3/5 of a man.
Never mind.
Yeah, 3/5 of a man.
Messed that up.
Yeah. So enjoy y'all Monday off. I hope y'all have a great one. We will see you guys back here in 2 weeks. Talk about some more craziness that this world we live in, and pray that the gas prices come down. That's what we're gonna end it on.
$3.90. Oh, that's only if you're in Ohio. Well, a few of y'all in Ohio. $3.99 at Sheetz. Is that only Northeast Ohio? Is that all of Ohio?
I don't know.
Sheetz gas station. Go check, because they giving out $3.99 gas, the unleaded, $3.99 gas through the 4th. So you better go there and get your $3.99 gas. That's a steal these days.
Yeah, sadly.
All right, y'all. Catch y'all later. Thanks for joining.
Peace.
Bye.